Coach, you've attributed most of last week's 27-point win over Maryland to playing complementary football, all three phases, firing at all cylinders. So I want to dive into each of those three phases a bit more, starting with the offense. Quarterback Jack Lausch had 4 completions of over 20 yards apiece for the first time in his career. What is Jack doing to be so effective in taking command of this offense?
He's playing with confidence. I think, you're starting to see some continuity and timing show up between him and the wide receivers. And sometimes that's something that just comes with opportunities to do it together. But through practice reps and game reps, that's certainly starting to show up. We're really excited about the level of confidence he's playing with right now.
Running back Cam Porter is also playing with confidence. He's scored 5 touchdowns in as many games so far this season. What impresses you most about Cam's performance that folks at home don't see on TV?
I think it's just his toughness, his consistency in practice. The things that you see show up on game day are such a reflection of the way that he operates in the facility every single day. Coming back from being dinged up, he was on attack mode. How quickly can I get back to help my team? He's the ultimate team captain. He's the ultimate number one. So fortunate to have him back and rolling, and so excited for what's ahead of him and this entire offense.
The captains on defense have played a huge role this season in developing that side of the ball. Younger players are coming up with some really big plays. Safety Damon Walters coming off a career night at Maryland. How has that side been so effective in bringing the younger players along this year?
I think it just comes down to the investment that we put into, our indie time, our fundamentals, our technique. It's something that we talk about as a program, but it's one thing to talk about. It's another thing to actually deliver on. The time that we take in developmental indie, specifically in fall camp and post-Thursday practices, those things add up. That extra 6 minutes, maybe, a year ago for Damon Walters, in the moment didn't seem like anything that was critical to his development, but you keep stacking those days. You got a young guy that's in his second year that, gets his opportunity to step in the arena and performs at a really high level. So excited for him, and he's not the only guy. It's got to be a next man up mentality. When your opportunity comes, are you going to be ready for it? And Damon certainly embraced that opportunity.
Luke Akers performed at a high level in Maryland. He's the Big Ten Special Teams Player of the Week, racked up 13 points for the Cats. He was perfect on point after tries, field goals, and was great in punting as well. How much momentum can a performance like that on special teams create for the other two phases?
It's things that we've seen out of Luke in practice, but for him to be able to do it and do all those things within one game, I think creates a certain level of confidence for him moving forward. The momentum that creates for the other two sides of the ball is just so critical in terms of being able to flip the field. When we're kicking the ball off, the opportunity for us that, when we get into the red zone, the expectation is to score touchdowns, but in the situations that we don't, a certain level of expectation that, we're still walking away with points. Those are critical elements in the game for momentum. Being able to pin your opponent inside the 5, there's opportunities for momentum there. Something that I know our defense wishes we had an opportunity to have that drive back and, opportunity to score points or keep people pinned where they got to punt from their own end zone. But Luke will continue to be such a, important weapon to everything that we're doing, not only in special teams, but the success of the entire team.
Cats fans have just one more opportunity this season to come out here and watch the team play on the Lakeside. If you hadn't been out here yet, as a fan, what's the number one thing you wouldn't want to miss out on?
I think it's an opportunity to watch Big Ten football, watch your Cats play, create a home field advantage. But, this is the most unique setting in all of Power 4 football. And the reality is, we got one more opportunity this year, opportunities next year, but those opportunities are becoming scarce and limited. And all those that are going to be showing up, we hope they're wearing purple, they're showing up with a ton of passion and creating a home field advantage for the Cats.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Lauren.